Alright, this is Andrew Jolly with Jota Home Inspections. We are here at 1169 Vista View Drive in Salt Lake City doing a sewer scope. It is September 21st, 2019, and we've got the camera pushed all the way out to what looks like the main line, the city connection. You can see the larger pipe on the screen with water draining into it and some water running down from neighboring properties. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what else we find in it. I was able to access this today through a clean out in the basement. I'm not running water anymore. When I push this camera out, I run water and that helps me push it out. But just now when I was pulling that back, I saw that it wasn't a full pipe. It looks like the top part of the pipe was missing. And what that usually is a manhole, which is good. If you're draining directly into a manhole, the reason that's good is because to clean it, you can actually access it from that point. And so if you were having any work done, that's a great access point where it's a lot easier. And if you're having it hydrojetted, they can pull all the debris back into the city line instead of having to pull it back toward your house. This looks like clay line. You can see the red hue. Still some running water. I was running, let's see here. Oh, you know what? I might have pushed into your city line for a few feet until I hit the manhole, which there's not a reason you would really have another line like that far out. So it looks like I was in your city line for a little bit, not much. I was running so much water pushing it out that I couldn't see exactly where I was. But about 100 feet out for your line, which is about average. 100 feet, generally what I see is average. This is transite pipe is what it looks like. Transite is a cement asbestos pipe. That's an okay type of pipe to have. And then this line is also going to have a little bit of cast iron. Cast iron is going to be the weakest link because cast iron will get rust and sediment that builds up, and it can get really sharp edges that can catch on wet wipes and debris, which can catch and cause a backup. It'll also flake over time and eventually need to be replaced. But we'll evaluate the condition of it once we hit that cast. The clean out that I access is in the mechanical room. Pretty accessible. It's in a nice spot. Sometimes they're in a crawl space, or sometimes they get buried behind walls covered up with drywall and things like that. So it's nice that you have one that's accessible. I'm looking for standing water as we pull this back. Everything's draining really well on its own, which is an indication that you have proper grade, which is really important. I haven't seen any roots, which is great. This is an old neighborhood, and you can get roots from neighboring trees or your trees or from grass, small bushes. This house is old enough you can get roots from anywhere. Just transitioned into cast iron. You can see how it's getting really flaky. That can help. With that means it's deteriorating, and it'll flake away as time goes on. Eventually that'll need to be replaced or have a liner put in. Pretty typical for the age to have cast iron, and this one doesn't look horrible. So just to recap, you have transite pipe with some cast iron. I didn't see any significant roots, no standing water. I saw a couple little tiny offsets. That's where you have a lip where there's a little bit of a separation between the joints, but not horrible. So I'm going to end this recording now.